mystery bot. How's it going, Bean? Hello. Hello to everyone. How's it going today? Great to have you. Testing. There we go. Hi. Hope you guys are having a good one. It's currently Tuesday. I just realized it's a special day for me, but I'm not going to say why. Yay. Anyway, let's make it so that I can see this correctly, and then also put on the chat so I can actually see it. Let's put that over there. There we go. And then get the YouTube chat up. Managing moderators can support your own channel even in more ways. Cool. Put that over there. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. We got all the things today. Guys, I got my face tracking working. I got my hands working. I got my feeties working, which you can't even see right now, but they're there. Don't you worry. Yo, is that Mercil? Hi, Mercil. Welcome on through, Bean. I missed that message. It says, I love how you have a camera for your bird cage. Hey, Jay Sadek. Welcome on through. First time chatter, yeah. I have always kind of like to do that kind of stuff. I really enjoy like showing them off. Diamond, welcome on through. Mercil says, long time no see. How have you been? I've been pretty good. I've today well, like what was it? Saturday or Sunday or something like that. I had to snowplow basically 4 different neighbors, and including ours, driveways. And today it was a lot easier because there was a lot less snow to go through. Ridley says, I get lucky always catching a nice, beautiful... That's me. Hi. Hi, Ridley. Hello, Ben. Hi, Bean. I could probably close this now. There we go. Nova Vipodwagon says, hi, mean burb. Hello. How you doing, Nova? Guys, I have... So my headset is currently just a real smorgasbord of wires at the moment. So this headset is unlike the Quest Pro. Doesn't have a mouth tracker. So I have a camera mounted upside down for my mouth. So that's got a little USB connection there. And then there's like a USB hub on top. And then there's that camera plugs into the USB hub with another wire going to the computer. And then there's a little light bar that I had to hook up to it too because it doesn't like to just have regular stuff on it. So I had to like light it up. So that's pretty cool. So that took up another USB port. And then there's another camera on top for guess what? Because this headset doesn't have pass-through cameras on it. So I have a tiny little 640 by 480 camera feed in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen right now that shows what I'm doing in real life. So I can actually, you know, maybe grab a snack or something like that. Or maybe some water or coffee or, I don't know, something. Hey, Bean. Welcome through, Bean. How do you do? Happy Tuesday. Mercil says, dang, I had snow for 3 days and it melted. Yeah, it just snowed last night about maybe 4 to 5 inches, which isn't too bad. Hey, great job there, Diamond. You got it. What about you guys? Are you guys responsible for doing any snow shoveling or snow plowing or snow blowing? Do you enjoy it? Myself, I'm not too much of an enjoyer of snow shoveling, but Dimension Foxy Wolf 8912 has now hit the follow button. Thanks for the follow, Bean. I hope you enjoy your stay. Bean says, y'all get snow? Yeah, we do. During the winter anyway.
Thank you for the follow Dimension Foxawolf8912.
Nova says, Twitch recap drop, so I gotta do stuff. I have no idea what that means. Does that mean that I have to do stuff? Diamond says, no, snow is very rare here. Consider yourself lucky in a way. I do enjoy the snow blowing thing though, now that we have this machine. Well, we don't. We've been gifted the ability to use this one, but it's actually really fun because, like, if it wasn't for this, there's no way I'd be doing other people's driveways. Because it's just doing our driveway with a snow shovel is a pain in the butt. But with this snowplow thing, it's like, wow, like I can do my driveway, the neighbor's driveway, that neighbor's driveway, that neighbor's driveway, everyone's sidewalks within like 40 minutes, which is a fair bit amount of time, but it's pretty fun. White Wolf says, is that the real Hi-Oh? I hope so. I would definitely hope so. Payne says, I've seen snow like 2 times my whole life. Was it pretty when you saw it? Dimension says, I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this snow, plus I'm embracing it. I'm a snow fox. Ooh, very cool. Does that mean that your character is mostly white fur? Or are you one of the foxes that changes colors depending on the seasons? I've heard that red foxes will normally change their color from red-ish or brown to white during the winter. I might be wrong on that though. Nova says, oh, no. I just VIP everyone on the list. Interesting. I have a VIP list thing too, but I have no idea how to actually utilize it, so I don't even mess with it very much. Oh, you know what I should do actually is maybe make VIP stuff like behind the donations thing. I don't know though, because there's already like a list of VIPs. I forget why I even did that though. Merciless says, I finally caught a break from school, and yet I'll have to go focus on it again. At least boarded up 11 A's? 11 A's? My goodness, that's 11. That's a lot of A's. Peenpog says, the snow was very pretty. That's awesome. See, I do enjoy the snow. I do love the look of snow. I just don't like shoveling it. But if I have these snowblower things now, I can definitely enjoy it a lot more. Jasaddic says, what bird species is your avatar, if it's a specific species? What I currently have right now is called an Avali, and this particular one, because there's like 40 or 50 different versions you can get these days, but this particular one here is called the Elevali, E-L-E-V-A-L-I. It's a relatively rare one at the moment. It's kind of new. It's maybe about 2 months new at the moment. Not a whole lot of people have it yet. 11 A's? My goodness! Dimension says I have different elements on the Snow Fox today. When it's Halloween, Jackal Foxy. When is spring is Funtime Foxy, and normal is OG Foxy.
Oh, hey G_Mexican_candy. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Mexican Candy, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch.tv. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your stay. Mexican Candy says, can I eat the chicken nugget? I'm sorry, we don't have any chicken nuggets here right now. Yeah, I went full nerd mode. Mexican Candy says, I can make you in a chicken nugget. Nuh-uh. 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 See, I'm in a volley. See these teethies? See those teeth in there? You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout, because I'm going to nibble you. Well, you know what I could probably do is put on some like Christmas music or something. That'd be fun. It is, after all, that time of season now. Oh. I don't know what that was. White Wolf says, I will get chicken nuggets. Heck yeah. Nuggy time. Dimension Foxy Wolf says, man, they feel hungry. Well, those guys probably are hungry up here in the top left. Hi. I see you looking at my hand. Payne says, Christmas Lo-Fi music. Actually, let me see if there is any Christmas music here. Christmas Lo-Fi. Let me just do that. Lo-Fi music. Oh, perfect. Technically, the stuff I'm playing in the background right now is also copyrighted. Oh, there goes my tracker. Testing? That sounds pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Come on, guys. It's not November anymore. It's now the second day of December. We're allowed to do this. I should like set up like little Christmas lights and stuff like that across this. That's the setting here. That'd be pretty cool. Or we go to a Christmas world. That sounds like fun. Mexican Candy says, I like your pet bird. What is his name? There's actually 3 of them in there right now. There's Peach, Slushy, and Mayo. Mayo is the most white one in there. There's a bluish whitish one in there. His name is Slushy. And then there's a yellow one in there named Peach. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, worlds. Chill. Christmas. Enter. You know what? I feel like maybe one of the worlds I usually go to will be Christmas themed now. Let's see here. Something that's also not super dark, because I'm not a huge fan of like super dark worlds. Corey's home? Oh, wait a minute. What about that one? Give me just a moment here, guys. They're sneaky birds. Where are they? They're not on camera. The camera is not super wide angle or anything like that, so you got to give them some time. They'll show up though. Whoa, hello, hi Foot. How's it going? You want to go back down where you belong? Oh, I can actually interact with it. That's weird. Here, look at this. Can you go back? Which foot is that? Here we go. This one should be good. New instance, invite, join. Give me just a moment, guys. I'll be right back. What the heckies? Oh, there's another one. That might be Slushy. It's kind of hard to tell Mayo and Slushy between each other. Yeah, that should be Slushy right there. Hey. Now, is there a Christmas tree? Oh, there's actually... hold on. Turn the music in here off. There we go. There we go. That's good. He's very close to the camera. Yeah, there's a little mount right there in front of the camera that they like to go on sometimes. Is that the frostbite The Snow Foxy. Hello, welcome on through. Hi. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, he just wants to say hi. Guys, Slowpoke escaped. How could you let them get away? Yeah, there's a snow fox wolf in here right now. I guess they found yours. Yeah, he just wants to say hi.
I found you, faker.
Nuh-uh. Just like me, I'm an Avali, and there's tons of Avali out there. Just because there's more Avali like me, or similar to me, doesn't mean they're fakers. Did you guys know that you can go on a little adventure all by yourself by typing !RPG in the chat, and then in the top left hand corner up here, your character will go on a little role-playing game. There's a queue to it though, so if a whole bunch of people do it at the same time, it'll line you up for your turn. And if you want to catch me a nice tasty fish, right here, you can type !CAST or cast to catch a fish. Whoa! Or you can capture things like a broken sword. Wah! White Wolf says, well, I'm an Arctic wolf. Hi, Azuri. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? We're listening to some nice, relaxing Christmas music today. Or Christmas-like music. While Frostbite is trying to kick some butt up there. Boop. Wah! Yeah, I don't want to eat a sword unless I was trying to pull off some kind of... Whoa! Whoa! I see how it is. A piranha, the snack that bites back. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Don't forget to hydrate, eat your food, and check your posture. Make sure you're sitting or standing up straight to make sure that you're getting the best out of your back. Dimension says that jump scares me. Yeah, that jump scares me too. Trust me, my headset is at full volume, so it definitely gets me. Beanpog says, you drink too. I probably should do that. Uh-oh. Frostbite is really trying to make sure that I stay hydrated. Hold on, hold on. I don't have a water in here right now. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm going to go into my Steam menu, add a thingy, and add my camera, and then float it on my right hand so I can turn around, which you guys can't see. And there's no water in there. No. Heck. There's no water. No, also grab a snacky if you got one. Yeah, don't forget your food. Let me see here. Let me turn this back off now because I don't need this all the time. All right, guys, give me just a moment. I need to go get myself a water. I need to set myself up with a nice, delicious glass. Wow. In there. There we go. Oh Lord, that's spooky. The burb is, oh my God, the typing. Oof. Yeah, what's going on there, dude? I think your keyboard's like forgetting how to do things. But I got myself a nice tasty glass of water. I have the glass of water in here now though, so I won't have to do that every time. So is there anything on your guys' wish list this year that you're looking forward to maybe hopefully getting? If anybody is celebrating that style of type of Christmas this year? Frostbite says, "Hi, I can tell when you're moving around in real life, except when the controller and the headset is set down." Yeah, that's because my hands are actually attached to these things. But yeah, the fridge is right behind me. Yeah, that used to not be a thing that I could do because the trackers would like kind of freak out before. But now that I have the new base station stuff, it works a lot better. Peen says, "To be honest, not really. I don't really want nothing." Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of like I don't mind like people like grabbing me like a $5 or maybe $20 thing or something like that. But when somebody goes like, "Hey, here's a $200 coffee maker," I'm like, because that's happened before. I'm like, don't do that. You don't gotta do that. I would enjoy it like none other, but it's like, no, because I can't do that back. You know what I mean? As much as I would love to be able to. Frostbite says, "But in a sense, I can tell what you're doing in your room too based on your movements." Payne says, "I want the food." Yeah. Well, I want because I have two family get-togethers that I go to each year. I go to my family's, and then I go to my husband's family as well. They usually stay separate from each other, at least so far. But yeah. Merzel says 200 what? So the thing is for us, how we do it, at least with Smiley's family, is that we don't buy, we only really buy all of the kids, because that makes sense. We really only buy all the kids Christmas presents and stuff like that. But whenever it comes to like the adults, we have a thing called Secret Santa, where we all basically pull names from a hat or something, and then we decide like, okay, we're going to get like not like a $10 thing, we'll maybe get like a $50 thing for the different family member, and then we only have to buy it for that one family member rather than the 10-15 other family members that are in the thing. But each person ends up having another person to buy something for someone, so there's always a present for someone under the tree, but just by a different person. It makes it a lot cheaper and a heck of a lot less confusing to buy stuff for every single family member. Payne says coffee. Yeah, I love coffee. Delicious, delicious. Yasher says, "I'd like a coffee maker, but one of the ones that grinds the beans for you." Yeah, that's the that's what we have downstairs now. That is, what is that machine called? A Cuisinart, I think. a Cuisinart. I've had one of those from my friend Russian, who's in here sometimes. And he got me that for Christmas, I think, or was it my birthday? I think it was Christmas. No, it was my birthday. It was my birthday in like 2012. He got me that. And then I had that for like 6 years, and then something unfortunate happened to it, and I had to get rid of it. But then about I think it was not this Christmas, but last Christmas, Smiley got me a new one. So now we have the one that has the grinder in it. It grinds the beans, puts it down into the carafe thing, and then it brews it. And it's all automated too. You set it up at night, and then set it for like 7 or 6 a.m. in the morning, and it brews you the freshest pot of coffee you can think of. It's really nice. Let's see here. Wait, speaking of coffee makers, don't you still have the one that's running on solar? I still remember it being in your kitchen at some point, but it ended up giving some problems, if I remember right. Yeah, actually, I have an even better one now. So we have our regular grinder one, right? And then we have a small, like 4 to 5 cup coffee maker that runs on solar now. Our solar system is considerably more powerful than it has ever been before, since you've probably last heard about it. We can now push 1,500 watts, which is a standard like 15 amp circuit, I think. But 1,500 watts, so we can run a full-size coffee maker, an actual cooking range, all kinds of stuff off of this thing. And our battery bank is like 10 times as big as it used to be. The solar panels are still a little bit behind. Those are probably the next thing we need to upgrade now. Gasher says there are fancier ones that are just for single cups, but it also heats the milk for lattes too. We do when we have a lot of coffee makers. We have the one that's in this room right here, which is a K-cup style. Then we have our grinding machine that's downstairs. We also have a separate like bean grinder too for like other coffee makers if we ever want to do that. Then we have our solar one, which is a 4 to 5 cup coffee maker, and then we have a espresso machine, like a lower end espresso one that uses like regular boiling pressure. I think it's, what do they call that, like 20 psi, where the really nice ones are like 50 psi or something. But it also has the milk frother on it. What else do we have? We also have a normal percolator from like 1950s or something that someone gave us, and we absolutely do use sometimes, which is really cool. We just put it on the stove and it goes. Zyrix says, hello, we talking coffee? Yeah, we're talking coffee this morning, or this afternoon. It's afternoon now. How you doing today, Zyrix? Mercel says, by the way, who's going to the FNAF movie this Friday? Not me. My interest right now is going to the possibly Zootopia 2 movie. I really want to see that. I've been hearing so many furries talk about how freaking awesome, like it was a great addition to the original movie. In fact, some people are saying that the second one is actually even better. If you've seen the first one, the second one's better because it continues off of like the whole story from the first one, which is really nice. I have nothing else. No spoilers, please. But I'm really excited to see that movie. I think I missed something here. You do have a lot of coffee makers. I just have one Keurig that's been working for at least 13 years. I will say I've had kind of like a really bad thing with Keurigs. I've had like proper name brand ones, and I've had those break, but it's not like the usual, like it gets like the, what is it called, the white powder stuff that ends up forming on the inside of the lines and stuff like that makes them like not heat water correctly. I haven't had that issue with any of them yet. They just straight up stop powering up at some point. I'm not sure what the deal is there. Xerix says, I'm fine, fixed my thermal issues on my PC, but I haven't eat yet, so I'm probably going to go eat now. JS wanted to pop by and say hi. Oh, just wanted to. Okay, well, that's awesome, Bean. Thank you so much for stopping on in. great to see you either way. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Zayrix is also a streamer. If you guys want to check them out right there in the chat, that's Zayrix via Volley. Hey, they're in a Volley. So if you like collecting a Volley streamers, they're right there. Happy dreams to you when you go. Mercil says, for me, the ticket is like $6 and I can get 2 sodas and popcorn for $5. That's not what it's like over here. A popcorn is like 10 or $12 for us over here, let alone a soda. And then they fill the soda pop, whatever, with like half ice, so you get like almost next to nothing in there. It's a scam. It's a scam. Ooh, some delicious keys. Payne says, I don't even have a quarter. I'm sorry to hear that, Bean. Payne says it's funny because it's so true. Yasher says, have fun sleeping. Happy dreams. Whoa, level up. Great job, Mercil. Mercil says, excuse me, what? And I thought my country had bad economy. I mean, I could probably say this with a little bit of confidence that I don't think it's necessarily just a particular country. I think it's just everywhere around the world is kind of feeling the pain of money not being worth as much as it used to be before and things being a lot more expensive. Just in general, it just kind of sucks for everyone, which is kind of why, like, when I see the commercials of today on the radio anyway, because I listen to the radio a lot. I don't really watch TV a whole lot, but I listen to the radio. And on the radio, they're like advertising and really trying to push that you have to buy people things for Christmas. But then it's like not like things that you would probably buy people for Christmas. They're like, hey, no, how did it go? The thing that really ticked me off, I really got upset at this. Hi, Sugar. Welcome through. How you doing? Great to see you. Yeah, it's getting bad everywhere. But there was a commercial that came over and it had a guy talking on there. Like Santa Claus started off the thing. He's like, ho, 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 Merry Christmas to everyone. And then he's like, oh, no, it's Christmas and I haven't bought a present for so-and-so yet. If I don't buy a present for them, then I'm going to be in a whole lot of trouble. And then they continued on the rest of the commercial and went like, hey, we're at AT&T. You should buy so-and-so a phone that's $800+ for Christmas. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? $800 for that's like silly. Yeah, they're just I don't know, like when I hear that stuff like that, like if they were to be like advertising stuff on the radio, it's like, hey, don't forget that you can, like, I don't know, what would you buy your son? I like thinking about the, like, the electronic wise, like maybe like a controller for their game system or something. I guess also if you think about it, like if it's your kids, right? Because in the commercial they were talking about like an adult person. That's why they would be really in trouble, is because they were buying it for an adult person. Obviously you probably wouldn't be buying, or maybe you would, I don't know. I would usually delegate like buying a phone for someone like on their birthday, because it would make a little bit more, if it was like a really close family relative or something and you had the money to spare. But during Christmas, a lot of people are buying a lot of presents for everyone else, and $800 for one person, that's a lot. Yasher says, big companies are crying that people are waiting multiple years between phone upgrades. Well, that's how it really should be, though. You don't need a new $800 possibly 1,200, because a lot of phones, a lot of people, I've noticed anyway, a lot of people are buying the like, I actually forget what the style is. It's either the iPhone Pro or the iPhone Max or something like that. But those phones like average like 1,200, 1,500 to start, you know, and that's like, I don't know, when it gets into that territory, that's something you buy on your own if you want that, you know. That's a lot. That's a lot. Or the car manufacturer saying like, hey, you should buy your daughter or your son. And I get it, this happens sometimes, right? But you should buy your daughter or your son or your wife a $80,000 car. Like, I don't know if that's a Christmas present. That's more along the lines of like, hey, do we need this in our life? We'll just get it when we need it, not because of Christmas. Not that I'm trying to complain. This sounds like I'm just complaining a lot, but like, I don't know, the Christmas season sometimes feels like it gets a little screwy every once in a while. Because like the companies are like, you need to buy these really expensive things. It's like, hey, how about like $10 things? You know? Hey, like make records, because they'll be like higher in demand. I don't know, like vinyl, right? That's a thing that's coming back. Make those like $14 or something like that. Maybe I could like buy 2 of those for a family member, because I know my mom really likes records. I gave her a record player for her birthday last year. And she really liked that, and then she just needs records to play on it. So like her birthday and Christmas and stuff like that, I'll get her some more records to play. Mercial says that's like a whole paycheck here. Yeah, I know, right? Painpog says my phones are like $80 and work just fine. It depends. Like if you're just using it to call and text and maybe look at like some Twitter notifications or whatever, or Blue Sky, whatever you're on, they're perfectly fine $80 phones. I used to run $80 phones all the time. The only reason why I have the phone I have now, which is a Samsung Galaxy S25, which was, I think if I were to buy it unlocked, it would have been like $699 or something, which would have probably been a better option than what I did. But I actually didn't have to. I'm not necessarily directly paying for my phone. If I stick with my company right now, the phone in the end will be free. So that's the only reason why I even justified it. It's like I'm just paying for the service right now, although it's slightly more expensive. It's still cheaper than financing a phone separately. So in the end, I'm getting unlimited talk, text, calls, 50 gigabytes, which is a lot, of hotspot data, which I haven't ever touched, but you know, maybe I'll do it sometime. A pretty decent thing. I'm also getting Netflix for free along with it, which is really cool. And I think I also get Apple TV, I think it's called, for free as well. So I don't know, it's working out pretty well, and I'm getting a crap ton of discounts here and there because I also have internet through them as well. But in the end, the phone's free, right? They listed the price of it at $800, but I'm technically getting it for free. That's the only reason why I justified it. That night, I'm like 36 years old, and I'm like, you know, at some point in my life, I have to have at least one nice phone. See what it's... Mayo, stop showing your butt to the stream. Mayo. Hey. 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 That's indecent. Mayo. What are you doing? Stop showing your butt. Mayo has no shame. I know, right? Just sticking his butt right... Oh, what is this? What's that? Yeah, the cam... Hold on, did I miss something there? That's like a whole paycheck. Minus 700, and my dad has no idea what he was buying. The camera is good, but the CPU is diabolical. Paintpog says, big things don't last long because we are rough with them. Small things do because they are fragile with them, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, like, and it's also technically really small too, but I mean, like, I have a smart car, and I like to think I take relatively good care of that. It's a 2009, but it's only got 30,000 miles on the clock so far. And we got it for an insanely good deal, which I can't talk money-wise, but we got an insanely good deal. Like, literally, even if I didn't like the car, I couldn't say no. So... but I totally understand that whenever it comes to like for instance, the phone that I have right now, which is that Samsung Galaxy S25, I could technically have a case on it and all that, but I'm usually, like, over the years, I've always pretty much been really careful with all my phones, and I've never had a phone have a cracked screen except for one. In all of my years, I've only ever had one phone crack a screen on it. And I'm like, because I did get a case for it initially, but then it felt like a really, really cheap phone. It just felt like my previous phone. And I was like, man, this kind of stinks. Like, I bought this, I technically have this really nice phone, but I'm covering it with all this plastic and rubber. And it just makes it feel really cheap and fat and huge and unwieldy. Maybe I just need a different case. That probably helped. Yasher says, I have the S24, not letting it go for many more years. I hope to hold on to this S24 for a very long time. The last phone I had before this one was I think it was either the A52 or the A53. I can't remember which one it was. But I had that one for, I think, 4 years. And the only reason why I stopped using it was because Mayo is like loving up on this camera right now. Look at him. He's like nibbling all over it. That's cute. But the back on the A53 or A52 was like coming off, and it was all plastic. And I was like, this is probably going to... Because now the insides are all like free open air and stuff, and that's going to eventually do something to it. I was like, like T-Mobile's got like this really good deal going on right now. What can I do with this? So I did it. And now it's been... Oh, hi, Kaya. Kaya Cutie, I think that is. How you doing, Bean? Welcome on through. Great to see ya. Gasher says, I've never cracked the screen either. I don't know what iPhone users do. Yeah, right? I don't know what iPhone users do, but I couldn't find a used one for face tracking without a cracked screen. Kaya says, I have an Xperia 1 Mark IV. It's really good. I've heard the Xperia phones are really, really nice. They usually do like really like out of this world things with the Xperias as well. Like for a while they were making ones that were like a PS Vita, where you could like slide it up and there'd be like a whole controller that was part of the phone. That was really cool. I wish they would still do stuff like that. I kind of miss phones that had the physical keyboard on them. I always thought those were really neat. But the weird thing about that is that a lot of the times you could only ever find one of those phones in the cheaper market. So like 200 or less had the physical keyboards. Kaya says it still has a headphone port, which is nice. Yeah, even iPhones don't have those. And even my S25, which absolutely could have one, doesn't have one. Payne says, oh my god, I'm back. What happened? I don't have any drop frames over here, so I'm not entirely sure. Mercel says, I still have a Nokia with a keypad on it. Sometimes I wish that we could go back to, because like, here's one of the things. I have tried to go over to like a flip phone style kind of phone. The thing is that all of them use like some form of Android in the background, which is not necessarily designed for a keypad and arrow keys and stuff like that. It's not really necessarily designed for that. That, and they always end up, even though they're just doing calls and texts and maybe some music playing in the background or something like that, the user interface always feels, because I've tried it. I've bought a lot of these phones to try this on, and a lot of the phones just lag a lot, and they're not doing anything necessarily, and the battery life on them is still like at most like 2 days, because they're doing processing of some sort in the background all the time. So what I want is like a 4G, probably 4G because all the towers for that is still there, but a 4G flip phone that has like really simple text calls and stuff like that on it, and battery life of like 7+ days, because like the batteries in these flip phones that they're coming out with these days are actually decently sized, 1,500 milliamps, which is like double that of flip phones of yesteryear, but they're still only getting 2 days of battery life, but they're not doing anything. So it's like, what are they doing? Hi Drave, welcome through, Bean. Oh, hello Cheetie, it's been so long. How's Lechito Das Burpton? I'm doing pretty good. Today I had it snowed a lot last night, so I went out and snow plowed four neighbors' driveways and sidewalks this morning, and I felt, I was listening to the music there for a second. I thought it was a certain song, but I felt pretty proud of myself doing that. I was like, yeah, I did that. Welcome back, Frostbite. Did you fall out as well? Yeah, it's been snowing here. Trace, we've been having a whole bunch of like dust of you falling down. It's like you flew over and then like you did this. You just did this for your hair, and then, or your feathers, and then all the snow. I'm just kidding. Not like you're a dirty thing in any way. I was making fun of it because it's like your name is Snow. Lishy, hi Bean, welcome on through. How you doing today? Frostbite says, nah, I just had to do stuff IRL. I gotcha. Da-na-na. Da-na-na. Oh, it's a little different there. That's why I thought it was a different song. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Are ya? Oh, I'm actually surprised that worked. Nice. Frostbite's having a little fun here. Kerblooshki! Alright, who's gonna survive? Who's gonna survive? We've got Frostbite, Lishy, Drave, myself, Diamond, and a blue volley too. Run away! Oh, by the way, guys, it's almost been an hour, so I'm going to do my usual little miniature advertisement. If you guys are at all interested, this is absolutely 100% not a requirement at all. But what I've been trying to do is, excuse me, what am I trying to say here? Brain farting, yay me! Hold on, let's read this first. Dre Snow says, so tired from my exams the past 2 weeks, but was nice seeing yous. Gonna go make foods and then pass out. See you at Wowie Wednesday. All right, Dre, have yourself a good one, Bean. Thanks so much for stopping on in today. Great to see you as always. Happy dreams when you go, okay? Go be eepy. Lishy says, I'm feeling sad, but I'm trying, Hayo. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're doing a great job, Lishy. Keep that head up. You got this, Bean. Yeah. Kaya the cutie. Frostbite says, darn, no free-for-all. It's not FFA. I think it's just battle. I think it's battle. It used to be FFA on the old setup, but now it's exclamation point battle, I think. But yeah, guys, we are now currently doing a charity for Feeding America, which is a really I actually didn't know this, but it's actually a really big charity for America. So it doesn't just affect any specific state or anything like that, but it's the entirety of America. And they basically go around and do food bank stuff and give people food that actually need it and stuff. People who are hungry out there and are less fortunate, so they're not able to buy their own food. So what we're doing is we're doing a little bit of a charity here. We're only doing a small goal right now. We've got 85 whole freaking dollars out of 100, which is nothing to shake a stick at. But we're at $85. We're almost to our goal of 100. That is only, what is that, 15? Is that 15 away from the goal? I may actually donate another $5 to try and boost it up a little bit more. But yeah, if you do that, then your name will pop up on the screen. I believe you can also have a nice little message come up on the screen too, if you like. And then you also get added to the list of top donors over here as well. So if you guys want to do that, you definitely can. But if you guys would like to donate, it's !charity in the chat. !charity. Well, no, that's what I mean, Payne. The way that Feeding America works, I'm not sure how it is they do it. I think it's because they... Hey, Mercel, congratulations to you, Bean. You won. I believe you get 500 free fish for doing that. That's really cool. But yeah, if you guys want to hop on in and do any of that, I believe you can donate anything for it. So if you guys are interested in doing that, you definitely can. But how they do it is they basically buy food in bulk, I believe. So because they have that buying power by getting together with a whole bunch of people and stuff like that, they're able to buy food for like one or two people for like $1. So like an entire meal for 1 to 2 people for only a single $1. So that $85 up there actually goes a long way. It's actually really surprising. So when you make these donations to this particular thing here, you're making a difference bigger than you might think. $5 can feed possibly 10 people. So that's really, really cool. But again, that is not a necessary thing at all. That is just something that we're kind of trying to do this year to try and help feed the less fortunate during these colder months, and possibly also the other months as well. I don't know. I've been trying to find like different charities to do as well. Painpog says, if I had money to donate, I would. Bean, that's okay. No worries there. Don't forget, if you ever do end up having to be in that spot, Feeding America could even help you as well. Another charity that I might try to do as well is what is it called? Something America. Red Cross, I think it's called Red Cross. Because in the past, Red Cross, when I was really young, Red Cross helped me, and I'd love to help try and give back to them as well. So the Red Cross is another one that I might try and do as well. And I know for a fact that company has helped a lot of people. They help not only like adults, but they also help kids who like don't have clothes of their own. They help them get like new underwear, socks, shorts, pants, shirts, coats. Sometimes they even have like charity drives for, I think it's called Coats for Kids. And we may look into doing that one as well, because I'd really like to help make sure that kids are not cold this season. But yeah, like I said, I don't like to get monies for doing streaming stuff. I don't like to get monies for streaming. I like to help people. I'm literally here to help people smile. Yeah. But in the past, we've had Digiception do a whole entire $50 whole dollars. Mr. Catsby with 10. Diamond Eye with 10. Sinful Dio with 10. And then myself with a whole 5. Yeah. Kaya, out of curiosity, I think I've seen you before. Are you also a streamer on twitch.tv and or youtube.com? Payne says you're doing a good job and making everyone smile. I hope. Yeah, I like to think I do. I've been told a number of times that, sometimes I can cheer people up, and that's all I really want. That's all I really want. Kaya says, sometimes. Yeah. What kind of stuff do you stream, Kaya? Are you a VR chat streamer as well, or do you play certain games? My goodness, my birds are being super screamy today. But I'm very happy to hear that. Kaya says, I've been spending so much time on schoolwork, I haven't really had time for streams. I understand that, making sure that you're getting good grades and stuff like that, because that's like your future right there. Super important stuff. But you're doing a good job. Kaya says, usually VR chat, sometimes Assetto Corso, and even some rarer times, some other games. Nice. Mercel says, isn't Red Cross an international organization? Yes. Oh, look at that. Kaya, look, we're going to advertise you now. Look at the cutie. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, Frostbite, for the shout out to Kaya Cutie. Guys, if you guys are interested, Kaya Cutie's right there in the chat. If you want to follow them, they're right there. Click their name, or I think you just click their name and there's a follow button there. Yeah. But Mercel said, isn't Red Cross an international organization? I know that here we have races on first aid help. Mm-hmm. But I believe if I were to support the Red Cross in my area, I think it would be under the name of the Red Cross of United States or something like that. I think that's just because of the fact that most of the donations, if I were to do it, would be coming in USD or something. I'm not really sure how that works. But if it works internationally too, that's really cool. I know, for instance, this one right here, Feeding America, specifically is for America though. Kaya Cutie says, yesterday I spent 16 whole hours on a Unity scene setup for a school task. A Unity scene for a school task? That's cool. Today I decided to put the scene into VR chat as a world because I thought it looks nice. Very cool. So you're like a 3D creator as well. You like doing your VR chat stuff. So I'm assuming you probably also like make your own worlds to stream from as well. I'm starting to think maybe I need to sit down for a little bit. I've been standing. Have I sat down yet today? I think I got up at 9. And it's almost 1. So was it 9 or was it 8:30? I think it was 8:30. So I've been standing because I haven't really sat down since it might be time to take a seat for a little bit. Oh, Nova, you're looking for exclamation point sound space trumpet, I think. Frostbite says, once I get a better PC with that Quest 2 you have, Hayo, I'll be able to do more things like this, like you're doing, Hayo. Bless you. Kaya says, game dev student in university. I do 3D modeling. I have only uploaded 3 whole worlds now. I have uploaded none. That's great. Great job. They are decent, but I think I'm better at avatars. I mean, avatars are a lot easier to kind of do because there's a lot of assets out there these days that you can just add on. Uh-oh, Frostbite. Sounds like you need to go buy an Ultra Ball. Good luck. No, maybe move back a little bit. Hold on, where am I standing in here? Here, what if I twist a little bit? Trying to think. I might have to sit down in a little bit. My back is starting to feel it a little bit. I'm getting old. But guys, if you didn't know, and this is again something that you absolutely don't have to do, but it's something that I like to maybe advertise a little bit because that's what streamers do. But I'm not much of a person who likes to accept monies or anything like that for things that I do, but I do give the option to give snacks and stuff. So if you guys are interested in giving me a little snack or something, there's a little button over here, or not a button. What's the word? Thing underneath the video player. It should be there for Throne. So that enables you to buy like little snacks, SpaghettiOs, M&Ms, the little complete things, some cookies, coffee, you know, little food items. And basically it's food. So like, it's not money. So I'm not going to like go spend it on something random and then you'll never know what it is. It's food. So you'll know where that's going. In my tummy. Nova says, trying to think of what to say other than a dad joke. Yeah. You know, the funny thing is that even though I do a lot of dad jokes for my other content, like on YouTube and Twitch, or not Twitch, but Twitter and Blue Sky and all that, I actually don't really say too many of them during streams. Consider yourself lucky, Nova. Payne says, hey. I think I missed the message though. Oh, that's really cool. Frostbite, you're doing a fantastic job, by the way. I don't know if I've ever said it. I really appreciate you being a moderator in this chat. You're doing great. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Frostbite doesn't necessarily stream a whole heck of a lot, but they do every so often. If you guys are interested in checking them out, they're right there. That's Frostbite XZYT. They're in the chat. They're also my what is it called? My moderator in the chat, and they do a really good job at moderating. Yeah.
I try my best, but I do what I can.
Yasher says, have you been fed a stroopwafel yet? I have not. I have not had a stroopwafel today. Yasher, you could be the first one to give me a stroopwafel. Well, the one and only stroopwafel for the day. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. It looks like you were streaming from your phone. That's a really interesting... Whoa! That's a really interesting way to do it. Azuri! You beat everyone during the free-for-all battle. I should maybe rechange it back to FFA. That probably would be a lot easier to do. Yeah, sure. There should be a button. Is there a streaming... sound alerts button underneath the video player? I forget if you're on... Oh, you might be on mobile. If you tap the video player, just underneath the video player over on the right, there should be a button to select a different tab to go to sound alerts, and then there it is. Yeah, thank you very much. I love your dad jokes, says Pain Pog. Ozuri says, wait, what did I do? We had a free-for-all battle. You all dropped in from a plane high up above and fell into the playing field. And you all battled to the death, in a way. And then you were the last one on the playing field. So you won. That means you get 500 free fish. My goodness, what are you going to do with all those? All right, let me try my new pass-through camera. I literally have a camera on top of the headset that looks forward from my head spot, so I can actually see where it is I'm going. So let's see here. Put that on my right hand, and then if I go over here, let me put this in my pocket. Okay. There's a little bit of lag to it though, so whoops. Okay, I gotta work on this. Let me see here. you go. A nice, tasty stroopwafel. I don't know if I'm showing that to you right, but there you go. There's this stroopwafel. This is very confusing. Oh, it's picking up the shininess of the thingy. Oh, here we go. This is something I'm gonna have to get used to for sure. Okay. And then Yasher says, do you need coffee too? I think if I had coffee as well, I don't know if I'd actually be able to do this right. If you want to give me coffee too, that'd be really cool. Hi, Sveno. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, about half of the things that are still in that little camera thing over here, which is my treats box, I guess you could say, half of it is from Sveno. And I really appreciate that, Sveno. You're awesome, Bean. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the coffee. I'll make it here in just a moment. I'm doing wonderful, Sveno. By the way, guys, not that he streams or anything like that, but Sveno is a really cool bean. I don't think they stream, although they've been looking into doing it. So if you guys are looking for someone who is up and coming and is also an Avali, and you like to collect those, Sveno is also a collector of Avali. So if you want to click their name and hit that follow button over there. Frostbite, I don't know if you could do a little shout out for Sveno Discus as well. That'd be really cool. Coffee time, yeah. So let me put my my controller back here again. Maybe I might have to put like a thing on here so that I can actually, or maybe I put it up here. Okay. Is there anything in here now? There's not. So okay, this is still confusing. There's got to be a way to put the camera like attached to the headset. I'll have to ask somebody about that, so I don't have to use the controller for this. All right, let's see here. There's the coffee. What do we got here? Can I read it? No, but it's coffee, and it's from Sveno. And we're gonna put it in the machine. There we go. And then double check the coffee cup. Yep. And then check to make sure that there's water in the machine, and there is. And then we press that once, and then twice. And then we'll put our thing down. There we go. Now I can see the chat again. There's a lot of streamers here? Really? I don't know what it's doing over there. It's making some weird noises though. Hi, Nova. How many of your Avali friends stream Hayo? Well, it seems like a lot of the Avali that kind of like happen to come over here as well are also streamers, which is really cool. I feel like a lot of Avali are relatively small. Not to make fun of the fact that they are normally smaller in stature, but they're usually just smaller streamers usually, but not all of them. There's one named Rio that pops in here every so often. In fact, I seem to see them pop in at the bottom every once in a while. But they kind of like surprisingly average like 100 viewers all the time. Nova says like there's Sven and everyone I meet during Wally Wednesdays. Currently 7, including Hayo, are on. All right, Frost. Frost, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your meal, Bean. Thank you so much for being a helpful hand around here, or helpful paw. Let's do that. You're pawsome. Great job. To be perfectly honest, I don't mind even telling people to go follow people who aren't even streamers, because I just really appreciate some people. I appreciate a lot of people, to be perfectly honest. A lot of people make me smile. Avali are taking over the world. Yeah. Don't you want a fluffy space raptor to be taking over your house? Remember, you need to forfeit all of your possessions to Avali. Sveno says, and a lot of people appreciate you. Bean, I could say the exact same thing about you, Sveno. A lot of people appreciate you. Nanashi says, don't forget your daily wah. Wah, here it comes. You ready for it? I'll be quiet for a moment.
Don't forget your daily wahs wah. 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 Wah.
Oh, it stopped.
Wah 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 wah.
Great job, everyone. Do your daily wahs. Peen says, what's the most views you've ever got or ever had? That's a good question. I don't normally pay attention to it. I think at one point, sometime during the summer, because I was being really active on Twitch for a little bit. It was like every other day, except for the weekends, I was doing stuff. And I think we kind of maxed out at 40 or 50 at one point, which was scary because there was a lot of stuff going on. I was missing a lot of the chat because of that. But no, 40 or 50, that was a lot. No, I didn't have 2 million. Over on YouTube, it's different. I have no idea. I know, well, that's not true. I think one video, which was a how-to video that I did way before I was in Avali, but one video that I did over on YouTube is sitting around 40 to 50,000 views right now. But that's because I had a lot of help getting it there, because I made a how-to video and for a specific piece of software, and the person who was making the software was advertising my video on their page to help them get the software going, or help people get the software going. And that was a really popular video that I put out, but only because I think it was on that page. Not because people are like naturally finding it. There's so many videos out there that do the exact same thing that are probably better than my video now. So I think they watch those now. Nova says Twitch had a recap, so you can look at that. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see that. All right, Nanashi, have yourself a wonderful day, Bean. Thanks so much for coming on through today. You're awesome. Sveno says, you're a weird Speary. I'm not a Speary. I'm an Elavali. Payne says, just wait till you actually get 2 million views. It's going a whole new world. I think you probably would get it through an email or something, Sveno. That would probably make sense. You have a Speary tag, though? Oh. I should maybe change that to just straight Awawi. Alright, so I got my my coffee. So let me grab that. Yep, there's our coffee. And then let's put the coffee here. Alright, this needs to not be here because this is going to end up making a mess. There we go. Put that over there. Okay. Alright, now our coffee and stroopwafel are getting made. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What are you talking about? There's Half-Life 3 leaks? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Yasher, have you not had a stroopwafel yet? I would definitely suggest it. They're really, really tasty. second. Something weird's going on here. Oh, my feet turned off again. It seems like every time I leave the room, the feet trackers turn off. I'm not sure why. I've had the prepackaged ones. Ah, I see. So I wonder if I just turn on my feet trackers again. Let me do this. Where's the buttons? 1, 2. Okay. Where am I? There we go. Cynic is a lovely bean. If I ever got the chance to just to talk to Cynic by myself and not have like a whole bunch of people either trying to talk to him or to me at the same time, him and I would be able to like probably talk for a good while. We both are like we both are nerds about technology and stuff like that, so like if it came to that, we would both just nerd the heck out for I think we've done it once. We've spoke for about an hour before something happened and we had to both like go about our separate ways. But it's like we could just nerd out for hours. Have you ever had a Krabby Patty gummy, says Pain Pog? No, I have not. Dude, I just looked out the window over there. And it's snowing out there, and the fact that it's actually snowing outside for me in real life right now, I thought that was my real window for a second. Uh-oh. What is that called? Is that like phantom oopsies or something? Tried the suggestion on the packet to put it on top of the coffee, but the steam made it soggy. That's the good part, though. You're only supposed to leave it on there for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes, though, not for a super long time. White Wolf says, I'm back with Nuggies. Oh my gosh! White Wolf, you actually did it. I like to spend some time talking with anyone. Yeah, Cynic is great to talk to. If you join his meetups early, you can. Or just ask. He's usually fine with it. Yeah, I should probably just like reach... Hi! Guys, Bean Cam. Yeah, that happens sometimes. I think it's actually kind of freaking out a lot right now. I can't really see it though. You can kind of, at the bottom of the screen, you can kind of see it doing it right now. Yeah, the beans. It's really weird. Every once in a while, my full body trackers. Oh. I guess we're... No, not the bean cam. Nothing but the beans. Not the beans. Guys, don't record my beans. Cotton 4K, literally. Oh, who's fighting here today? We got White Wolf fighting. Level 1. I think this is their first battle. Maybe their second battle. Here, let's return that to the dashboard and turn that off. Now we have Hio foot picks. Spread them everywhere, my minions. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guys, I'm gonna have to have a I forget what they call it. That silly site where people put like stuff like that. I don't know. You know, OnlyFans, I think it's called. I'm gonna have to make an only. I'm not gonna do that, but that'd be. You know what'd be funny? Is if I did that and like posted pictures of my tail, because my tail is like a fan, so it's like my OnlyFans, and I'd like be fanning off people with my tail. That'd be weird. So that'd be funny. But then I think I actually have to like. If I set that up, I think I actually have to set it up so I can make money, and that's not something I want to do. You already have one, don't you? No. if you follow me on OnlyFans, you're probably following a scammer because people have actually been trying to use my name to make money off of me, which stinks because I don't ever want to make money off of it. Hi, have you added the pictures of us yet in the left corner? I have not. I actually haven't made the second post yet either. There's another picture of your wolf character. I have your what is it? Not the Nova Dragon, but the I think it's called a Nova. I think. But there's your Nova with the stripes on his snoot. That one I have posted, but I haven't posted the wolf one yet. Oh my gosh, Sveno, you're doing great. Keep it up. I think those pictures should be on the cloud, so I should be able to post them from my office PC later today. Oh, hello, Foot. It's there again. Hi. Nova Beast. Yep. Okay, I'll keep reminding you. Yeah. It'd be really cool as if I was like really good with my computer and controllers and stuff. Can you? Thank you. Hold on. Why is that happening? Okay, let me maybe move a little bit over here. It is actually pretty adorable. If you go check my my Twitter and or Blue Sky, you should be able to see it. Whoa, Sveno, you did it! Great job. But yeah, we were taking pictures. I randomly went to a group public world, which I think was the Adult Furs group public world, which was the Chill and Chat. I forget the name of the place, but it's funny because I go there so often. But the Chill and Chat furry place, and I went up on top of a thing and I was listening to somebody play their guitar, and I've been getting yelled at by a lot of people saying that I should make myself blue on like the blue status so that people can come and join me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. And then White Wolf joined, and then we just kind of like talked for the next hour, which was really nice. Yeah, White Wolf isn't a door. White Wolf is very fluffy and cute, though. A blue cheaty. Yeah, I mean status. Although I think in that picture I am kind of a bluish color because of the lighting, which was kind of funny. Nova Viper says I should join you more then. I've not been super active on being blue, but I have definitely been being blue more often as of recent, for sure. I usually almost never go blue. Mainly because whenever I do put a headset on, I'm usually doing it to create some form of content or something, which usually means I can't what is the word I'm looking for? Either I'm making the content and I can't have any interruptions, or I take the headset off for like an hour at a time sometimes, because I do the video and then I put the headset down and then I create the content on the PC at the same time, like video edit and stuff. So like if someone were to join me, I would just be like crumpled up on the floor, and I don't want to like be rude. You know what I mean? It's like be open for joining, and then I'm just like crumpled up on the floor. Ignatia says, "Hey GD, I just got home from being outside in public." That's awesome, Bean. Congratulations. Was it snowing where you are right now, Ignatia? See any movies? I know there's a new movie out there right now. Actually, there's a couple new movies. What is it? Bad Guys? I think there's Bad Guys 2 or 3 out right now. And then also Zootopia 2 is out right now. 2 really good movies that I would love to see both, but I think I'm going to stick with trying to see Zootopia 2. Yasher says, crumpled up, you must make a lot of content at the SBF meetups. Well, I mean, the SBF meetups are usually 2 hours long, and I do need like to go hydrate myself and use the little birdie's room. You know, I gotta have a little time in between there somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot you were a yeah, Yasher's also a streamer, guys. If you guys are interested in checking them out, they are also in Awawi. Yeah. And look, they're fishing right now.
Unfortunately, I don't know too much Chinese just yet.
If you guys are interested in having somebody who has a very soft and
I was laughing so hard at that joke. Unfortunately, I don't know too much Chinese just yet.
Uh-oh.
I was laughing so hard at that
It seems
joke.
to only do that whenever Sveno does it. I'm not sure what that's all about. No, this is the third time it's done it now.
Unfortunately, I don't know too much Chinese just yet.
I don't think that's something you're doing though.
Oh, mango fox.
Oh my gosh. If Sveno's not doing that, that's something that the website programming for I haven't touched that site in forever. I probably have to update some permissions for it or something.
This game.
But guys, if you're while it's doing this, Yasher is a very soft-spoken, wonderful being. If you guys are interested in checking out somebody who has, like I know some people watch this stream because of oh Cheety, your voice is very calming and chill. If you want somebody who's even more calm and even more chill to listen to, Yasher is your being for sure. Please do check them. Oh, it happened again. I looked out that window and it was snowing and I thought that was outside of my house. That is funny. Hold on, I should probably look out my window. It's actually not snowing out there. That's funny. Yes, what wondrous advertisement. I know, right? It seems to only do that with Sveno, though. I'm not sure why. Because Frostbite has shouted out numerous people today, and nothing has happened. But Sveno did it once, and it advertised, yeah, sure, 5 times in a row. Did Frostbites do it too? I didn't think I saw that. Interesting. I'll have to try and keep attention to that. With yours. Ah, I see. White Wolf says, I just watch you because I know you for 6 years. Mm-hmm. I'm also interested in, oh, Darius says, hey, Hayo, guess what? What's up, Bean? Oh, I think my waist, did my waist tracker just die? It might have, actually. What are we listening to now? I think it says it had a full battery. There it goes. Where am I standing right now? In the middle of the room. It should be fine. It's tracking fine. I do have what, though? Darius says, hey, Hayo, guess what? What? Chicken butt. Hey! Speaking of promotions, I should promote another streamer on my Blue Sky. Heck yeah. One a day. It's like the Christmas Advent calendar of streamers. I should probably open my or get my strudel, my waffle, my stroopwafel. There we go. Here, let's put this over here. There. So, oh, it's actually sinking in right now. Where's my hand? There it is. All right. Here's my stroopwafel. Stroopwafel. Oh, I can kind of hear me chewing it. I don't know if I really like that, but oh, this is delicious. Thank you, Yasher. I like how it's almost taken us like 30 minutes to get to this point, but it's worth it. It's not bad on our end. I mean, I do have my headphones turned up to the max volume, so that's probably why I can hear it. Guys, over on Blue Sky, there is a an account that if you mention it, it'll actually tell you how many curse words you said over the past like ever of your creation of your account. And I think it's because I mentioned it and it said I said a whole like 6 bad words. And I was like, oh, what are the bad words that I said? And it was like, what did I say? What were the words? It was like crap. I said crap. Apparently 2 or 3 times. Heck, I think it might have said something about, and then like there was a couple really silly things, but I actually didn't say a single actual proper curse word on Blue Sky this year, which I'm pretty happy and proud of myself about. Hey Gunna, welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Panties? That's not a curse word. That's not a bad word. That's just underwear. Darius, you said a bad word. Uh-oh, gonna have to ban you now. Bye. I'm just kidding. Gunna says, doing okay, waking up and doing some cleaning. Waba. Yeah, great job. Great job, Bean. Let's see, how long have we been streaming for? 1 hour and 30. Okay. I may have to take a slight break here. It's been 1 hour and a half, and I may need to go take a nice little break just to recoup a little bit. It's also getting really hot in here, so I may have to turn on a fan. Sveno says, I'm much more liberal with my language on here. I swear occasionally, though in real life, I can't remember the last time. Well, no, I mean, I just need to take a quick break here. One of the things I think I need to do is actually come back and sit down. I've been standing for like 5 hours straight now. This is not just the stream. I've been doing a whole lot of stuff up until this point, and I think I might need to just take a seat and relax for a little bit. Oh, it's Cookie. Hello. Who's Cookie? Or is that Kook? Oh, they don't have a video apparently. Awawi noises. Oh my gosh, you're an Awawi? That's awesome. I love Awawi. They're a DJ? Wow. They're like Chris Blackpaw, except not Chris Blackpaw. They're themselves and doing awesomeness, just like Chris Blackpaw, but not being Chris Blackpaw. Yeah. Cook says, no, a Twitch DJ cannot have videos. Ah, I see. That's probably for understandably so. That's kind of funny. I only know of Chris Blackpaw at the moment being a DJ, so I'd really love to like get some more DJs under my. Actually, can I just click Cook's name here? Neat. Wait, did it work? Oh, apparently I can't follow them from here. Even though it gives me the option to, it doesn't let me do it. I'm more an IRL DJ. Ah, I see. Cook says, I play at 3 clubs regularly. That's amazing, Bean. I'd love to hear you play sometime. I tried to follow you on my thing over here, but every time I hit follow, it just goes back to, like, it shows that I followed and then says I have to follow you again. I'm not sure what the deal is. I think I know Renali. Obviously, Chris. Yeah, it's a Twitch thing that happens for me sometimes where I click like certain things and then it doesn't actually go through. Yeah, it's Twitch. It does that. I don't think Renuki is not a DJ that I know of. Renali though, maybe. Was that who that was? That was really cool to hear them play, especially with the light show that was going on. That was when I had the PSVR, and the PSVR has a freaking amazing display in it. I really wish that still worked. I would have been perfectly happy with that setup, but it didn't work very well in the end, so I had to trade it back in. But a volley friend, yeah. Renuki's an awesome bean. The Avalikin, Renali was the person who DJ'd for the Avalikin anniversary, which they had it in a world that was like, I'm not sure what it was. It was a DJ world, and while Renali was playing, I believe Sveno was up on a lighting control system, and the light show. Like, I just sat there for a good 30 minutes, like, just not talking to anyone, but just being entertained by the lights and the music. It was so cool. Cook says, my boyfriend is a wolf, but he also plays, he is getting me to play vinyl. Yo, that's sweet. That is definitely something I would not suggest doing in VR, because you don't want to mess up the vinyl while in VR. But that's really cool. In real life, that'd be really neat to see that. Actually spinning disc, being a proper disc jockey. That's awesome. Gunna says, yes, Renuki is awesome. Heck yeah. The day after the SBF 24-hour meetup, I think. Was that? I can't remember. Yeah, Renali was the DJ, Hanaki was the narrator hype man, and I was lead pyromaniac, and Asako was backup pyromaniac. Nice. Called VJs, not pyromaniacs, but whatever. Yeah. If you guys will excuse me for just a moment, I'm gonna take a slight break here. So I'm gonna put you guys on the BRB screen here. So there's the BRB screen. I'm gonna go take a quick break. I'm gonna say maybe about 5-ish minutes I'll be gone. While I'm gone, Sveno, I believe you should have the ability to do this, but if you want to type ! battle in the chat so that we can have a nice little battle and someone has a chance at winning 500 whole fish, go on ahead. I'm going to take this headset off, though, and cool off this room, because it's hot. Yeah. Yes, there is, unfortunately, there's only 3 now. There's peach, mayo, and slushy. Unfortunately, about 2 or 3 days ago, Taco decided that it was his time. But yeah, that happens. That bird was 8 years old. Yeah, Taco passed. It happens, those Fenno. It happens. So I've been watching over the other birds as of recent, because you know they can sometimes become so attached that they actually will become so depressed, and understandably so. But they'll become so depressed that they'll pass too. So far, things have been pretty okay for them. But they all really liked Taco, so it's been a little bit quieter in there since Taco passed. Taco was never really a talkative one, but he always seemed to bring everyone together in there. So yeah. No worries though, guys. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be okay. Taco was a pretty old bird for where we got him from. Apparently, their usual lifespan of a bird like him is like 4 or 5 years. But he made it to 8, so that's actually pretty good. Welcome back, Frostbite. How was your food? Breakfast? What the heck? It's not breakfast time. The alerts? There's no alerts. Cook says, my 500 watt vape mod arrived. Whoa, that's a lot of wattage. Holy cow. How many batteries does that take? Ah! 5 2100s. Wow. The sound alerts redeems, like hydrate and whatever, aren't showing up for me. It has bypass for 2100 watts. Is that what that means? That's nuts. That's a lot of watts. Shoot, I could actually properly power like my computer for a little bit off of those. That's nuts. Maybe. If the sun alert system isn't working, I'm actually not sure why, because it was working earlier, and I have never had an issue with it before. That's strange. It's always kind of funny whenever you look at the bird cam. It's actually in 60 FPS if you guys didn't know, and it almost feels like realer than real life sometimes when you're looking at it. It's kind of funny. Gunna says, hi-oh, when will you have emotes? Well, unfortunately, to have emotes on twitch.tv, you have to be a sponsor or affiliate, I think is what it's called. And if I do that, that means that my streams will start having ads on them, and then people are going to technically have the ability to pay me money. I don't want to get paid. I don't want ads. I don't want any of that stuff. So unfortunately, that also means that emotes aren't going to happen either. Sveno says, okay, I'm curious. If one of my dying PC components could be causing everything to be so slow, my Wi-Fi is showing us pretty fast right now, but everything is slow. I mean, I do know like maybe once every 4 to 5 years, people like to reinstall Windows generally. Just because of things that are collecting in the background and your cache files getting huge. And don't forget this cleanup, that can help sometimes too. Also, if you're running out of hard drive or SSD space, definitely consider clearing some stuff up so that you have at least 20 gigabytes at least free. Because SSDs don't like to be super full. Really hard on them. Frostbite says needs a sound clip of Marshu rope. Rope? Lamp oil? Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees. Come back when you're a little richer. Sveno says, I just had the Windows 11 update. Maybe that's why. That very well could be what it is. Windows 11 is kind of dukers. It's kind of dukers. I think even Microsoft came out and said, yeah, our operating system is actually pretty slow. And their fix for that is to just preload certain parts of their operating system. And even then, it's still slower than Windows 10. Gunna says, I see. Maybe on Discord then. I could do that, I guess. Maybe get a couple stickers and then upload them to there and then people could use them wherever. That'd be pretty sweet. Frostbite says, depending on what your system is using as a system disk, consider defragmenting it. If you're using an SSD, consider using a program that commands the SSD to trim. Or just, I think it's just writing a command. You can tell it to trim it too. Sveno says, speaking of Discord, we have one! Exclamation point chat in the chat. I think. There it is. Great job, Semler. It took a moment, but there it is. If you guys are interested in joining us over on our Discord, it's a little simple right now, but if you guys are interested in jumping on over there and joining us for off-stream chats, sharing pictures and photographs and all kinds of stuff, you definitely can. But yeah, it's right there. Exclamation point chat in the chat. That Discord link should go to our what is our server called? It's like, hold on. There it is. It's the Cheeties Flock. Hey, Clock, welcome in. Hey, Darius, welcome on in, Bean. I'm going to wave to you and to you. But yeah, whenever I make like posts anywhere or make a Twitch or YouTube stream or whatever, there's a section in there called Cheaty Posts. So if you guys are ever interested when I do go live or when I make posts and stuff like that, all of it gets posted to one spot. So you can stay on top of it if you'd like to. Totally up to you. Hi, Clock. Hi, Bean. Frostbite says, but all in all, if you ever consider try Zorin OS, I love Zorin OS. If I ever went to Linux, I think that's probably what I would use. Terry says, I did not know you had a server. I do. It's not super active or anything like that, but we do post stuff there every once in a while. Yeah, Clock is a good bean too. There's Clock. There they are. There's the little bean. Look at them. And look, they stream too. Uh-oh. They got it. Now let's see if it plays again. It does. Alright, I guess we're gonna make some 5 advertisements of Clock now. Yeah, look at that. They're playing what was it called? Dust Trail, I think it was. Oh, they have like proper animations for the characters now. I don't think they had that before. That's pretty cool. Oh, and they code. Look at that, guys. That's pretty sweet.
That's a fancy word. Did I spell it correctly?
Alright, this is number 4. I must have done something in the setup of this thing, right? It advertises it like this. Dust was on the Xbox 360. Was it? This should be the last one right here. Luckily, they're all limited to like 10 seconds apiece. Ooh, Pew, 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 pew. And that should be it, right? Oh, I guess we're doing this one now. Okay, maybe I need to like go in here and reset it. This happens sometimes.
Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Be on your guard, Dust.
Hi, Cynic. Welcome on through, Bean. Hold on before you shout out Cynic here, because we're gonna do that too after I find out where this source is. Can I scroll? There it is. Shout out source. There we go. There we go. Guys, if you didn't know, I'm going to do it now. Let's see what happens. But also, Cynic1254 right there in the chat is also a streamer. Also technically a game coder as well, which is really cool. Maybe every once in a while you get to see them kind of tinker around with that kind of stuff. But if you want to see them, they're right there. They're also in a Huawei, and they're also their very own special Huawei, the Cynic Volley. So you guys want to check them out? They're right there in the chat. Sveno, if you want to shout them out, that's really cool. We'll see what happens this time. I've got the shout out source right over here. Woo, birds! Yeah, there's a ton of streamers in here today. There's Cynic. Gah.
Oh, actual bench. Jesus. I think people would want to watch you suck ass.
What? There we go. I played it once. That's nice. There we go. So I just gotta reset it every once in a while. Yeah. Yeah, the bench. Everyone wants to sit on a bench. Borbs. There's lots and lots of borbs. And then also a fox. A fox. There's a fox there. And then there's a fox over there. And then there's a Dratini over there. And then there's bird. Bird. Cynic says, I think I was about it. That was about Sveno, if I remember correctly. Really nice. Darius says, wait, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Gonna nom some birds. Nuh-uh. We're gonna nom you. We're gonna nibble you. Cynic says, also, you're my #1 raider according to Twitch. Yeah. I mean, for what was it, like maybe 2 or 3 months, I was like almost every time I went to raid out, I was always raiding out to you because you just happened to be streaming at the time I would end. And then I had somebody else was like, can we read out to somebody else? I'm like, sure, we can do that. So I did. But then like the next one I'd read it out to you again. I like reading out to you, it's fun. Despair. Cynic, did you ever get your eye tracking working on your headset? Ah, that's awesome. I never really noticed your eyes like moving around and stuff. You never had any issues with it. Ah, interesting. Oi, oi, oi. I don't know if it's maybe just because of the way that your avatar's eyes are. Frostbite says Quest 2 natively doesn't have eye tracking, but that's fine. Yeah, eye tracking is a relative. It shouldn't be, but it's a relatively new thing. It's a relatively new thing. I think a lot of the headsets that are coming out now are starting to like prioritize having eye tracking now. So like the big screen Beyond 2E has it. The Steam Frame is being set to have it. The Quest Pro has it. Hey, all right, another battle. Here we go. Wow, there's a lot of beans down there today. Holy cow. Hopefully it's not going to be Siri bot this time. Let's see. It's a mod only command, yeah. It triggers the battle to happen. Oh my gosh, Siri bot is actually still kicking butt over there. Somebody needs to put an end to Siri bot. That sounds horrible, but it's true. Siri bot's gone. No, Azuri. Oh no, that's Numix. Uh-oh. Yatra has full health. Numix, I don't... Oh no, it was like a critical hit. Congratulations, Yasher. Great job, Bean. Only the birds remain. Oh, try not to spam too much there, Fennel. Sorry, Bean, because like I read the chat from that side thing over there, and when you do 4 messages in a row, it blows the chat away from me. Wow. My goodness, what's happening? Explosions, cars dropping from the sky, beans going everywhere. What's happening? Oh no. I see. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I've never seen that happen before. That's hilarious. I didn't know you could do that. Kerblushki. My gosh. Chaos ensues. Once upon a time, there was a guy, and he was so ugly, everyone died. The end. Have you looked at your Twitch recap yet? I actually haven't learned about it until just now. But I was already streaming, so maybe I should do that. Hold on. Can I just do that? And like maybe we'll talk about it together. That'd be really cool, right? Oh my gosh, it's Azuri.
The end.
Hello, Azuri. Oh my gosh. Azuri's in the Discord. Guys. Oh, wait, hold on. I should maybe be careful. It's going to like random stuff now. It's all really nice, but it's probably also really copyrighted stuff. So I'm going to view channel, playlists, streaming music. Oh my goodness! Inside voices, please. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Dragon Baltimore. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Nah, this is not right. Nah, we need more Christmas lo-fi. Best Christmas mix ever. All popular Christmas songs lo-fi remix. Let's see if we get a copyright on YouTube from this. There we go. Much better. Yeah, they're being a little loud today. Hi. Hi, Bean. Great to see you. I know I'm sitting down now, which is like super not like fun for people to like watch and stuff. But I've been standing for like the past 5 hours. I need to sit for a little bit. I hope you guys understand. Why? What was it going to do? Twitch recap. Let's see. Go to here. And go to Twitch. Which I never go to on this thing, but I think it's this one. Pause. There we go. Twitch recap. Recap. Here it is. I see it. See your recap. Okay, let's talk about this together. Twitch 2025. This year we came together like never before to stream, hang, and co-create. Let's recap, shall we? Hi-yo Cheetybird is a viewer, a streamer, and part of the community. Remember to share your recap. High scores. Hours streamed. Well, that seems kind of low, actually. I thought I'd stream more than that, but 165 hours of streaming, which is not that's not a small number, but that's pretty cool. Wow, holy moly cannoli. Wow, Sveno, stinky bean. Wow, stinky. Inky, binky, dinky, stinky. Wow, Fur Cat Man Dude says, hi, oh, hello, Bean. Welcome on through. Cynic says you only started rather late in the year. Yeah, that's probably why. However, we have had a total amount of streams of 95, which I feel like the reason why it seems so high for the amount of hours streamed is because of the amount of times that my computer crashed towards the end of this year. There were days where I streamed technically 9 times in one day because of all the crashes. So that's probably what that is. But it did say distinct days streamed, so this is a more real number. 75 distinct streaming days. That's a fair bit. That's a lot. However, I have watched 1,819 hours of people streaming, and I only just started doing that recently. Wow, Darius, that was scary. Wow, Darius, wow. The top category that we streamed. Can anyone guess what our top category streamed was this year? Anyone? Anyone can guess? Huh? Can anyone guess in the chat? Cynic is IRL, obviously. Chatting VRC, chatting. Just chatting, guys. Just chatting was the top category. And apparently, my Just Chatting stream, I guess is what this is standing for. I'm in the top 10% for Just Chatting. Beat Saber, Feet Pick. No, not Feet Pick, you dork. Wow. Just Dance, says Darius? No, I don't dance. Whoa. Okay, so guys, remember when I tried to like figure out how many streamer or viewers I had at the top point? During this year, our viewership, our biggest viewership on any of our streams, I actually don't know if it'll tell me which one it was, but it says our top stream reached 58 people all in one go. Wow, that's a lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, we were dropping frames there for a moment. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. We dropped the frames there, but we're good. We're back. We're good. Heck yeah, we should totally do that. I'll probably share mine as well. Too much dancing. Too much dancing. Too much dancing. But 58 whole viewers for our top stream. I actually don't remember when that was, but that's pretty cool. Our top tags used to find us. Of course, the top one to find us of all time was a volley. The second most used one was SFW. I actually didn't know people were looking up that, but apparently that's an important tag for some people, which is cool. I like that. But SFW, or Safe for Work, is right there. And then the third one is English, which is actually kind of surprising. And over the past year, which is probably since the 6th month. 19 people here, one is a bot. I actually don't think it counts SiriBot. I'm not sure, but I don't think it counts SiriBot. But we had 35,000 messages across all of there we go. SFW, unlike your OnlyFans. But I'm only posting my ceiling fans on there. You know, people have things for those. That's totally SFW, except for the people who are looking at it. Oh, interesting. It actually shows you your top 9 biggest fans of the channel is Aussie the Avali, Mercel, Random King, Sveno, Zephys, Prime, Nova Viperdwagon, Avali Nanashi, Zephyrus, and Archangel Furry _ Stormcloud. Ooh. Oh, cool. It also tells you about your raids too. We've had 31 total raids over this past year. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you're on there. Sveno, you're on there. We've only been streaming for about 6 to 7 months though, Sveno. And the top 3 people who rated us was Twizel, Blyce Fox, and Renuki. And then we have sent, like we've rated out to 46 different people. And we rated out to, oh my gosh, the amount of difference between first and second place is in just huge. But who did you rate, it says? Our top. Who is our most? Who is the person that we rated to the most? Can anyone guess? Yes, it's Cynic. It's Cynic. And we rated out, I didn't even know it was this many, but we've rated out to Cynic 18 times. 18. Golly gee. 18 times. And then the person in second place, we've rated out to we've rated out to a lot of people, but we've rated out to Cynic 18 times. And then in second place, we've rated out to Blyce Fox. And you won't believe the amount of times we've rated out to Blyce. 4. Hi Rilu, welcome on in, Bean. How you doing today? Blur brain. Yeah, we're looking at our Twitch recap today. Yeah, Blyce we've rated out to 4 times, and then Ritual Neo we've rated out to Ritual Neo 3 times. Now this next number is going to be a little skewed because we do have our own clipping system built in by typing !clip in the chat, but we have clip that. Clips made of you 29. Wow. 29. Unique clippers. So we in the chat we've had via twitch.tv we've had 12 different people make clips on the channel. Wow. Holy moly. I guess that's how you do that. There we go. These ones don't get counted, but that scared me too. Wow. And your top viewed featured clip is the one that says how random goes. And it's like random he just looks at you and goes, and then someone makes the toot noise. It's had 70 views and it was clipped by Avali Nanashi. Hype happenings. New followers this year, 223. And I think that number is a little messed up because I think we definitely have a lot more than just 223 new followers this year. Because I'm pretty sure this year, this number right here, which I think I might actually get rid of this little section right here. But I'm pretty sure that this was like not even like 300 at the start of this year, so that number might be a little skewed. Derry says, did he just do a big sniff? What? Hi-oh, I sent one of the best screenshots in media. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a great picture. I love that. What is that? Why is his face all messed up? Whoa! What the heckies? Whoa! All right, let's see. What else does it tell us? Chat badge unlocked. We got 2025. Share your recap. Oh, cool. It kind of like almost puts all of the stuff in there all into one shot. Oh, and there's like other recaps. So I can show it as a streamer or a viewer. So let's see. Now we're going to take a look at the recap as a viewer. Ooh. Oh, God. What pick of media do you mean? In the Discord server for CheetiChat. Yeah, it's the face that Ritual Neo was making, yeah. Let's see here. As a viewer, these numbers seem also a little bit skewed. It says hours watched 281, but I don't think that that's true because I could have swore I just said that we spent like 1,800 watching before as well. So I'm not sure where I got those. Your top categories for this year that I watched myself was VR chat, art, just chatting, RimWorld apparently, baby steps. That was all in Ritual Neo's thing. And I think that's some version of Goat Simulator there. Your favorite streamers. Not surprised by this. Ritual Neo is in first place, but that's not to be surprised. Hours watched of Ritual, 57. Wow. Cynic is in second place with 27 hours watched. Blythe Fox with 14, Aria Vivo with 12, and Potato Foxy with 11 hours watched. Grout Simulator. Just take a nice brush and clean up all the grout out of all the tiles on every single floor. That's a game, by the way. You can buy games where you clean, which is fun. RimWorld would also be Neo, probably. This year, I personally have sent 3,500 messages across Twitch.tv, all by myself. Isn't that exciting? Your top emotes are Neo. But I haven't I don't really use emotes too much. I'm not a huge user of emotes myself. Me. Hype happenings. I feel like these also might be slightly skewed as well, but it says subs gifted 5. Hype trains contributed to 5. Whoa, what's going on here? Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Whee! Wow! I think everybody survived. Nope, there's a couple that didn't make it. They're coming back though, don't worry. Don't you worry, they're all coming back. Nuh-uh. This isn't Abena, boys. Going nuts. Admins are just being aggressive. They're showing they're showing like, look at that. There's a switch, Sveno. There should be a switch to buffer or not buffer. Let's see what else. I've apparently made 4 clips. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like it could have, it said, oh, you know what though? Maybe how it says like hours watched and stuff like that. I wonder if it like counts like the hours that I've streamed on top of that or something. The hours seems to be a little skewed for some reason. All right, cool. Well, there we go. We've gone through our recap now. Nice. Don't forget, guys, if you want to post your recaps as well, your little pictures and stuff over in the media section of our Discord channel, our Discord, in media, you can do that. That's exclamation point CHAT or chat. Exclamation point chat in the chat. 3 more clips than I've made. Pinky Chifa, thank you so much for the follow over on twitch.tv. You are awesome, Bean. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow, Pinky_Cheetah.
YouTube's being a little bit behind over there too. Da, 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 da. Is anybody feeling the holiday spirit this year? I'm feeling the holiday spirit a little bit more this year. I'm just in general a little bit more cheerful this year. Normally during the Christmas season, I get kind of stressed out. But this year I'm doing pretty good, I think. Yahoo! Whoa! Wow! Holy moly! I'm glad the explosion doesn't have like a loud sound effects to it. Ryulu, sometimes I find that just getting some like normal Christmas lights, like not the LED ones, although the LED works too, but I tend to find that the older style like incandescent ones seem to have a little bit more of a Christmassy feel to them. It's more warm than cold. So whenever, like, usually during during November, I'll like just start putting up a whole bunch of Christmas lights just to get into the mood. I also don't know if it's just because I'm not listening to a lot of Christmas music on the radio this year, so I'm like not getting annoyed by it. You know what I mean? Because I purposely made sure that I didn't turn on the Christmas music on the radio this year. Cynic says, I'm not allowed to be Christmassy yet. I have another holiday in between. What's the other holiday, out of curiosity? Ryulu says, well, incandescent bulbs are banned. That's the weird thing. I could have swore they were banned over here too, but they're still selling them. And of course I still buy them. But racist Christmas, also known as Sinterklaas? What? What? I think you were talking about this before, and I even then didn't understand that either. Yeah, I don't know. For indoor stuff, I'll buy like incandescent stuff, but outdoor stuff, I'll buy LED at least this year, especially because I'm trying to run it off of solar this year. And I want it to be as efficient as possible. I'll have to look into it, yeah. I think what it was really for us over here is just the standard like A19 bulbs. They wanted those bulbs to be replaced by, because those would average like 100 watts a piece, where a LED equivalent would take it would have the same light output of 100 watts, but the energy usage would be like only 7 or 8. So like they're like, yeah, go buy those instead of incandescents. And because everyone has been buying LEDs now, LED bulbs are really cheap now. Like you can buy like a box of like, what is it, 10 or 20 for like $20, so like $1 per bulb. which is pretty cheap.
Sleepy burb.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm just sitting down now. I've been running all over the place for the past 5 hours and stuff. So it's like, yeah, now I'm just kind of like sitting down. Darius says, I love how I just hear my dryer drying in the background while watching this. Does yours sing? I forget which one it was. I think it's Samsung dryers and washers like to sing music when they're done doing their thing. That's the only thing I miss about like recently made, because my mom had one of those ones. She had like these I think they were pretty expensive when she got them, but they ended up returning them because they were kind of annoying. But the newer ones like to sing music, and I always thought that was pretty cool. But my washer and dryer are like from like the 1960s or 70s, and they still work. They're really small. I mean, they're normal size washer and dryers, but their basins and stuff like that are relatively small. So we have to like do our laundry more often. I love how I just hear my dryer dying in the background. Why is your dryer dying?
It said dying LOL.
What do you mean? What do you mean your dryer is dying? Is it like screaming in the background or something? Go oil it. There's a little pin. Yeah, there's a little, if you look in the back, there's a little pin where the whole entire drum, as it's turning like this, if it's one of the older ones anyway, if it's not like a direct drive system or something, but if you, all you gotta do is take a little dabble of 3-in-1 oil, or temporarily anyway, you can also use WD-40. You should do this while it's not running, by the way, and just do a little squirt on that piston, or that pin that's back there, and then run it again, and it'll stop screaming. If it's a direct drive one, then it won't work as well, but a lot of dryers I think are still the drum slash, what is it called? Belt drive one. Looks baffled and European. I mean, I'm actually not sure how your guys' washer and dryers are over there. Sapphis. Hello to you, by the way. Hello. If it's not a sword, it's you. Darius says, even if they're the same as they are in America. I mean, mine are also from like the 1970s. So mine could
Hello
be
there.
different. Hello. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Come on, guys, sing with me. It's getting a little chilly in here. Where's my wire? There it is. I look like slightly drugged there. There we go. Oh yeah, I got down to 72. Yeah, if you look in the back, there should be like a little pin back there. It's the most wonderful time. It's not November. It's not November. What do you mean it's November? It's the 2nd of December.
It's November.
No, I don't think the screaming has anything to do with the cylinder. It's still no. It's supposed to spin. So in the back, right? I think it's a bearing technically that is doing this, but in the back, kind of towards the center, like of everything. So from the top, bottom, and left to right, in the back, there's a pin directly in the center where the drum rotates on, right? In the front, there's a big, I think it's like a fabric ring that goes around the edge where the drum kind of like sits inside of. And then in the back, there's a single pin where it all rotates off of. And then the belt rotates this whole entire thing on that pin and that fabric ring in the front. In the back, there's a pin, and over time, it dries out from the oil. So if you drop a little bit of 3-in-1 oil back there, that streaming will probably go away. I would maybe, so go look up like a YouTube video or something like that and have somebody explain it to you. Don't hire someone to do that. They'll charge you like $200 or euros or whatever to do that. But it's literally, you go to the store and spend like $3 or $4 on a bottle of what's called 3-in-1 oil, and then you just pull the cap off and squirt a dinky little bit back, like literally a drop. Single drop will do you. And the screaming will go away for like the next 2 or 3 years. Ryulu says you're supposed to buy a new washer and dryer. That's how modern tech works. Yeah. So my stuff is like from the 70s, so it still works even in 2025. And every time something goes wrong with it, it's fixable. It's like, it's actually fixable. You can still find the parts on eBay. Sometimes they're kind of expensive, but like, I'd rather buy the part for these old washer and dryers than even think about giving like $600 to these new tech stuff. I feel like I'm watching a how to fix your dryer vid. You know what, Darius? If you want me to, I absolutely will. I will make a video to show you how to fix that. And like, I don't know if I'll post it. Oh. I don't know if I'll, hang on, say it again. Yeah, so like in the back, right? In the back, there's the top of your dryer and the bottom and the left and right, and smack dab in the center, right, is a little pin, and it doesn't come out very far. It's usually flush with the rest of the dryer, but it just sits there. And if technically, I wouldn't do this while it's running, but technically you can kind of feel it as it's spinning. You can feel this pin rotating very slowly. If you drop a single dab of 3-in-1 oil on that streaming will go away.
Now that I have graced the chat with my presence, I must depart.
All right, Zephys. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's always wonderful to have you here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Bean. Take care. Oh, that is a very large pony. My goodness. Who is that? Hello, pony. It's also a very floofy pony, too. Actually, White Wolf, you see that one, how it's designed right now? What if I took that and turned it basically completely white, but with like some shading and stuff like that? What if I did that? I could probably just go in and like take that and just grayscale it. And it might just do the job. What do you think? Like with the same hairstyle and all that stuff. How's that sound? I might have to go in and change the eye color though to like green. Well, one of the eyes anyway. Numix says cheaty tech tips. Yeah! That'd be kind of funny if White Wolf was like that big versus all the Avali. Darius says, never mind, don't think I can even get access to the back without taking out both the dryer and the washing machine. I mean, sometimes you gotta do that. Might even be beneficial to go back fit. Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fair. It's way too heavy. Yeah. White Wolf says I can send you a picture of mine if that helps. So how streaming Avatar works, each and every single frame of everything that character's doing right now is its own individual picture in a sprite sheet, basically. If you were to send me a picture of yours, you'd have to send me every single individual frame of it doing something so that I could set it up correctly. And it's a pain in the butt to do that way, which is why I'm saying, like, if I just take that character and just take the picture for it, make it a separate file, and then grayscale it, all the animations and all that stuff would just follow through. So like if you do a sit animation, like exclamation point sit right now, it would also do that too. The only thing is I'd have to find one with no wings on it, I think. Maybe. I'd get squashed, says Darius. Frostbite says, you know I've done tech stuff on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Rila says, why are you making dot matrix printer sounds? Am I? I don't hear any dot matrix printer sounds. It's the music. Ah, I see. Darius says, anyways, I'm gonna head out. Appreciate the tips, Hayo. Alright, Darius, have yourself a wonderful day, Bean. Thanks for all the stuff that you do for the SBF. You're awesome. Bye-bye. You too, Darius. Take care. It's Zephyrus. Hello. I didn't see you. Where? Hold on. I didn't see them. Move that over there. Where's Zephyrus? I don't see Zephyrus. Where is Zephyrus? Oh, Zephyrus. Yeah. I've done that a couple times too. Yeah. Usually in VR though, because the name is like I think the name is slightly different in VR. Hi, Slushy. How you doing, Bean? Out of curiosity, does anybody for this holiday season have anybody that they're going to be getting a present for, and they think that, or you think that it's going to be really, really awesome when they get it? Sveno says, I might be getting a camera. Ooh, very nice. I remember when getting a camera was, for me anyway, was really, really cool. I'm not super big into photography myself, although having the ability to take some pretty neat shots with my phone has been pretty cool. I just haven't found it for me to be able to get a camera good enough that going out and taking pictures of like birds and stuff like that, which is something I would love to do, is beneficial. The camera on my phone isn't good enough for that. The only cameras I've had so far that were like, hey, this is actually pretty sweet to go take pictures of birds, was my floppy disk cameras, and those are from like the 90s. So the picture quality compared to some people who are taking these pictures is like nowhere near as good. But it's still fun. It's really cool to take a floppy disk camera out and show it off. Sveno also says, but with my PC repairs taking priority, it may just be components. Yeah. Well, especially with the prices of RAM right now. Some people are saying that prices of RAM should hopefully somewhat start coming back down again soon once the what are those things called? The data centers or whatever. Once the data centers kind of like chill out with the whole building AI's garbage, kind of like calms down, maybe the prices of RAM will come back down again. But I don't know how long that's going to take because there are so many data centers being built right now. It's nuts. It's so nuts. And it's weird because, like, from my understanding, there are so many websites that are promoting, hey, we do AI, but they're all doing it for free. So I'm not sure necessarily where they're making their money back on all this money that they're spending, but Hi Proxel, welcome on through, Bean. Most people think it'll come down in 1 to 2 years, which is too much for me. It'll continue to increase until then. Ah, that stinks. I wonder what I know it would be ideal to get like AM5 components and the latest and greatest stuff and all that. But I'm kind of wondering if maybe just buying some older stuff. Like buying older stuff like AM4 parts. So then you could like buy DDR4 instead of DDR5. You know? Maybe not now, Proxel, but maybe like later on or something like that. I might end the stream and then maybe at like the 3-hour mark we'll cut the stream for now. And then I'll be in VR for a little bit longer. And if you want to hop on in, you definitely can. I can give you a hug. No worries there. No worries there, Frostbite. Don't forget there's also an exclamation point lurk command in the chat if you'd like to do that.
Surprisingly, the price for DDR3 RAM is still cheap.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't using DDR3, unfortunately, anymore. It's all DDR4 and DDR5 now. The only computer I have that still runs on DDR3 is my AMD FX 8320 machine, which I think is underneath this bed right here at the moment. I'm thinking about doing something with it, but I don't know what yet. Yasher says Microsoft just added a new AI menu to their 365 admin center. Gotta let us know. We can disable it for users. I think that was the funny thing is that that Microsoft is one of the many companies that are currently creating all these data centers and stuff, and they like a lot of other companies think that AI is the next greatest thing that's gonna be like the new .com thing, but so many people are actively trying to disable it and get rid of it from their systems.
Add me Proxel Foxgen on VRC3.
You'll have to add me for right now. I'm currently in the middle of the stream right now, so if you want to add me, I can easily and quickly do that. But that is my name on VRC is Hyopone, Hyopone. If you want to add me there, I can definitely add you. What was the word I was going to go for? But they're really pushing to make AI the next greatest thing, but a lot of people don't want it. So they're trying to make the entry to AI super easy by adding it to so many parts of Windows right now. There you are, I see you.
My HP Pavilion DV4 uses DDR3 LOL.
Yeah. Hyopony, yeah. But they've been adding it to like just basic parts of Windows, and then the search bar at the bottom, and they've even added Copilot, I think it is, to a lot of different apps. So like they add it to the top right hand corner of some of their apps. So they're trying to make the ease of use of trying it really, really easy. But then like, because they want people to use it, because if they get people addicted to using it, then they can start charging money for it. But a lot of people don't want it in their. I don't want it in my computer. Gotcha. Take your time there, Proxel. No worries. But yeah, I don't want it on my computer. A lot of people don't want it on their computer, but Microsoft keeps pushing it. And they're not the only ones. Other companies are doing it too. But I think it is that they're prepping for like the boom, but the boom ain't happening. A lot of people are starting to use it. I will say I've been seeing a lot more people on social medias and stuff starting to use it, but they keep getting yelled at by the people who don't want it in their stuff. So It's a fight. It's a fight right now. Rilu, I'm hoping so. Rilu says there's not going to be a boom. There's going to be a burst. I'm hoping so. I really just want it to all go away. AI has been causing so many issues. GPU crashes, RAM crashes. I think SSDs are currently having a little bit of a weird thing right now too. Sveno says people using it in school and do homework are so common now, it's really annoying. Yeah, and then the teachers are also using AI to check to make sure that they used AI. It's like they have AI checkers. It's so stupid. Frostbite, hold on. White Wolf says, well, I sent you a picture from my wolf from the game. Maybe that'll help, but it's, I mean, as a reference, I could probably do that. I'll take a look at it and see if I can work on that today. That'd be pretty cool. AI for AI. And before you know it, the kids or the younger people are going to have AI to fight the AI checkers for AI. It's just going to be AI after AI after AI. Before you know it, there's going to be so many checks and balances, but it's just going to go, wow, this is annoying. I should just write the paper myself. The stupid thing, though, is that some people are actually getting caught for doing AI when they're the ones actually writing the papers. Breather says those AI detection tools are pretty inaccurate. Yeah, that's what I mean. Newik says, that reminds me of the headline in the news. Microsoft doesn't understand why people don't want AI. It's so goofy. It's like, guys, we've been saying it for the longest time. We want real people. We want real people. Red 08 Fox says, Skynet will take over. No, we can't have that. We need real people. Before you know, there's going to be like AI streamers on Twitch. I'm pretty sure that's actually already a thing. Sono says, yeah, I put the same image through multiple times and got different answers. Cook says, you've seen too much Terminator. I'll be back. Need weapons. Sono says, you have to say how much AI you use in a scientific paper. Unless it's about the AI, it has to be below 50%. Nimic says, that reminds me of a... Oh, no, I read that. There's a message that came through that I did not see. Yeah, there's I saw a message come through on streaming avatars that did not actually make it through. If you did not see your message show up here on the top, on the right here, try it again. Rilu says, it sounds like you can call it a loaf of bread as long as it's less than 50% sawdust. There was a guy, was that a piece of bread or something else? I think he was actually mixing sawdust into like ground meat and then trying to like eat it. And I think he said like, yeah, up to about 30% you can't tell that the sawdust is there. And I was like, what on earth? And he was eating this stuff. He was actually swallowing this stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh! That's one way to get your fiber in your diet, but you don't know what's in that wood. Frostbite says, I've actually removed Copilot out of my Tiny 11 build and even gutted a recall. Cynic then says, isn't Copilot already removed from Tiny 11? I think you have to, if you get a normal Tiny 11 a Tiny 11 distribution like editor, I think you have to make the choice to remove it yourself. It was a marshmallow flake thing. I can't remember. I could have sworn it was like a meat product that he was trying to make or something. Obviously, newer updates will sneak in, says Cynic. Yeah. Cook says, back in medieval times, sawdust was used to make more bread at a lower price. That's where the idea of, ew, dark bread comes from. Cynic says, no, you don't get to choose what to remove. Really? I thought you had like all the choices. Alright, see you soon, Frostbite. We'll see you again soon. Alrighty, guys. It's been another 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Did you eat your food? Did you eat your food? Are you checking your posture? Are you sitting up straight? No shrimpies. Remember, Cheetie eats shrimpies. You don't want that. You don't want that. Proxylf Oxygen says, wood flavor. Cook says, my bow is older than the internet. It was built in 1670. Ooh. Realist says, I just had a protein shake. Yo. Are you working out on top of that, or are you about to go work out? Like a pre-workout shake? Cynic says, but one is core, which more so exists to see how much you can remove without breaking it. And then the other one is like a regular one where it's like, hey, I'm still usable. Proxylf Oxygen says, I'm laying on a sofa. Very cool. Do people watch streams in VR headsets? I mean, I'm technically watching my own stream right now because I technically see what you guys see, which right now. Ah, okay. Rila says, nah, I'm just having a protein shake to get my daily protein macro up to goal. Nice. Foxes, I am right now. Ah, very cool. Pook says, yeah, I do sometimes. I have an old Oculus Go. I've been trying to kind of use that as like a media consumer device, but I keep just not doing that. Although I will say the Oculus Go is a little old to be doing that kind of stuff on. White Wolf says, dang, Hio, the last time you were on Ponytown was 525 days ago. I haven't really used that app. I do love the music in that game, though. It's very, very pretty and relaxing. Proxy says, I'm at my VR apartment, so watching on the headset. Ah, neat. I tried on my Quest. What was I on? My Quest 2, I think? Which is in the living room right now. I tried going into Meta Worlds, or Meta... I don't know what it's called, but it's Meta... Their version of VR chat, which is really simplistic. I tried going in there, and I went to like the home base station thing that they do, where like there's a tower in the center, and there's like all these blocks and stuff like that you can build on. And I was in there for about maybe 5 minutes, and I have never heard so many slurs in a span of 5 minutes. Holy cow, that was a bad experience. That was such a bad experience. My PC has a TV to watch your stream. Ah, neat. Rila says, I found bringing my headset with me when I'm at my parents' place over Christmas is good. The days between Christmas and New Year's can get really long and boring, so it's nice to have my own personal theater with me. Yeah. Was it by Bearded Butchers? I can't remember. The last time I watched well, when I saw the video anyway. When was that? Excuse me, it was probably like 2 or 3 months ago. Something like that. I think it was either bread or meat. I don't know if it was mead, like a drink. It was more like a meat I thought it was ground meat that he put it into. But I think he used like 4 or 5 different woods. So like each wood had like its own flavor to it and stuff. Or was it bread? Maybe it was bread. That just feels like a really long time to do that. Gunna says, back with foob. Nice. Deliciousness. What are you eating today, Gunna? Some spaghetti. Yeah. Did you know that we also somewhere on twitch.tv we have an Avali streamer named Pusketty, and they do a lot of Beat Saber. They're another Avali streamer. You guys should check them out. Pusketty. Yeah. Pusketty's a good bean. Not that spaghetti reminds me of them, but spaghetti reminds me of them. Yeah, it's Pasketi. Pusketty. Pasketi. Pusketty. Hi, Slushy. Well, good luck there, White Wolf. Alright, guys, we'll be alive for another 5 minutes from now. I'm gonna try and get out of here at 2 hours and 57 minutes of streaming, because I need to go downstairs and have a cup of coffee. I know Pusketty used to do a lot of Beat Saber, but maybe he's changed up what they do now. Get the awoofi. Get the awoofi. Now you gotta be careful. If you go to a con, you might come across a sign that says awoo is illegal, and you'll get charged $350 if you do it. So if I have a woofy, I might be in trouble. Hi, Slushy. Oh, camera went out. There it is. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. It's been wonderful talking to you all today. I really appreciate the time spent with you all. Cook. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's really cool to see you. It's like a really itchy spot right there. I can't figure out what the heck that is. But I gotta get going. What time is it right now? Yeah, I'm gonna start closing up shop now. Yeah. Have a good one, Rilu. Gunna says it's always lovely to see you here on VR chat. Blah 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 blah. White Wolf says, well, you could get that on the mug, I assume. Yeah. Yeah. I could probably put that on there, yeah. It's like, if you a woo, it's a $350 fine with a picture of you and coffee. Oh, there it goes. Gonna have yourself a wonderful day. And to all the rest of our lurkers down below, thank you everyone so much for joining today. I don't want to call you out or anything like that, because that to me is calling people out who are down below here and haven't said anything. Is not something if I were in someone's stream and I were down here and they called me out, it's like, oh, I don't want to. I just want to chill and lurk. So I totally get that. But yeah, a Haya mug saying fish with his model in the back and the fish. No wah 350. No wah. No. See you, Numix. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Bean. Thanks you so much for hopping on through. Really says no wah. $350 fine. No. I guess we'll find out how much stuff is copyrighted when we leave here today. Oh, I can't wait for that cup of coffee. Have a good one, White Wolf. stay fluffy, guys. All right, let me see. Who am I going to send you guys over to? Who am I going to send you guys over to? Let's see. Who's live? Is it who I think it is? Huh? Hold on. Let's do this. Where's the thingy at? Ending screen. We're gonna say bye-bye to everyone. Thanks everyone so much for hopping through, but I'm gonna find you guys somebody to go to. I really appreciate all the time spent here today and just relaxing with me. All right, let's scoot up to the computer. And let's see who's live on Twitch. Let's see here. Twitch.tv. Let's see here. Oh, I'm actually surprised. I thought Sonic would be live right now. We've got somebody by the name of Kiza. They're playing RV there yet. Blyce. Ender Dreamer. I like the sound of Blyce. Now, to be clear, Blyce
teleports to Deepfin Point.
is in a volley. Their name is Blythe Fox, but they are mostly in a volley nowadays. They're a nice chilled out bean who's currently playing RuneScape, or the classic version of RuneScape. Now, we are here. We are an SFW streaming community. However, the person we're about to go raid is labeling their stream as 18 plus. Now, that basically just means that there more adult conversations and stuff like that can happen on there, which for some people may not be comfortable, as I am an SFW streamer. So I'm just letting you guys know if that is something that is not something you're interested in. They are a good bean, mind you. It's just that they're basically labeling their community as an 18 plus one. So that is up to you if you like to join us. But I am going to /raid space. I like to let you guys know that beforehand, but because sometimes it can be surprising after being here for a while. But here we go. I'm going to send you guys over there. Now let me go and take this link here and also give it to YouTube, so that if somebody over on YouTube wants to join as well, you definitely can. Now, we don't have a raid message per se. All we do is just go over there and say hi in the chat, let them know that we're there. Maybe follow them if you like. If you are, literally Piscetti's over there too. We were talking about that before. That's cool. But if you guys like to say hi in the chat, that's awesome. If you want to do Cheaty Raid, you definitely can. But I'm going to send you guys over to Blythe Fox here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining, and see you guys again next time. This is Cheaty Bird signing off. Bye-bye.